Hey guys, what is up, and welcome to episode number 2? Yeah, number 2 of the KBA. We're gonna get straight into it, show off everything that has happened and how this episode's gonna go. We got trades, we got signings, we got games, we got crazy moves, crazy things, so let's get right into it. The Minnesota Timberwolves will be offering a 1-year, $3 million deal to DeMarcus Cousins, and as you can see, he does accept it, adding a backup big there to pair with Naz Reid. Now, the Wolves are also looking to make some moves. They haven't made any moves quite yet, but they are willing to trade Vanderbilt, Taurean Prince, Jordan McLaughlin, Darius Miller, and Pat Bev. All of them are on the block, and he's looking for a backup wing, somebody to kind of back up Ant Edwards and Malik Beasley, one of the two. And, I mean, all of those guys are good. They're decent. Package them for a good player. A lot of young guys. Patrick Beverly is huge for leading, he could be really huge defensively on a contending team. Always something to keep in mind when you're looking for some defense. The Clippers will be signing Aaron Baines to a $2.5 million 1-year deal, but don't be surprised. I'm not surprised. Aaron Baines is not staying in Los Angeles very long at all. So, you're about to see why, though. We're going to start off with the plethora of trades here. And the first trade we're going to put in here out of the big group of trades that will be in this episode is a 3-team trade between the Los Angeles Clippers, the Golden State Warriors, and the Orlando Magic. Now, the Clippers are parting away with a lot of their squad. You did see they signed Aaron Baines just recently, just to flip him and, kind of make some more cap space. And Serge Ibaka, Aaron Baines, Justice Winslow, and a second-round pick all going over to Orlando. Orlando will be losing Wendell Carter Jr., Terrence Ross, and Mo Wagner. So Serge and Aaron Baines kind of fits that big man role where Wendell Carter Jr. is leaving, but it also brings in Winslow for Ross and a second-round pick, kind of getting rid of the age in Wendell Carter Jr. and Terrence Ross. More Wagner doing kind of nothing. Now, the Clippers are also a part of this trade because they are giving up Zubac and Kennard over to the Warriors, but in return, they're going to be getting Draymond Green, Otto Porter, second-round pick, Juan Toscano, and Wendell Carter Jr. Originally, this was 2 separate trades between the Clippers and the Warriors and the Clippers and the Magic to make sure everything worked in terms of salaries and so that they're not trading one player just to trade him again. We situated it into a 3-team trade. So bam, this is the very first trade of the series. Let me know who you guys think won this trade. You guys can see your salary at the bottom, by the way, so just kind of keep that in mind so I don't have to spend 20 minutes trying to negotiate salaries again. But the trade will officially go through as the Magic, the Warriors, and the Clippers all welcome new dudes to their squad. Now, after that 3-team trade, all 3 teams are actually being affected, and you can see it right here as the Clippers are looking to put Eric Bledsoe on the trading block. He's making quite a bit of money this year. Currently, I believe he's an $18 million 1-year contract. They're looking to move on for him. Their point guard position isn't stacked per se, but they do want to move Bledsoe. Didn't say what for, just that Bledsoe is currently on the block. Now, over on the Orlando side of things, Jonathan Isaac, Markelle Fultz, and Cole Anthony have all been listed as untouchables for them. Other than that, pretty much everyone is still on the table and able to be moved or traded or be swapped into a different role with a different team. Good moves all around, I would say, but something that is key to watch out for is Jalen Suggs is not on that untouchable list. One of the top 5 picks of this year. Could be a huge improvement to some struggling teams, some teams that are trying to rebuild. I have no clue, but Jalen Suggs is also there and able to move, along with Mo Bamba, who hasn't really panned out yet, but he could also be moved. All these guys, like I said, are not being listed as untouchables. They're able to move, so make sure you hit the Magic if you're trying to find one of these guys on your squad. Now, transitioning to another team that got pretty busy on day 1, we're going to go over to the Wizards, who, with the very first trade of their season, will be moving Daniel Gafford, Aaron Holiday over here for Kevin Huerter and Solomon Hill, adding some veteranship in Solomon Hill, and then also a shooter, a sniper, and Kevin Huerter adding to the team. But that's not the only moves they made, because they made a couple other trades, and we're going to get to those right now. Now, the Wizards will be sending over Davis Bertans and KCP in order to pick up Lauri Markkanen and Taco Fall. Lauri Markkanen has a lot of future possibly in this league, but he's pretty pricey, and so is Taco Fall. I mean, it's Taco Fall. I feel like if you get Taco Fall in the league, you're just a go. Taco Fall, one of the best players of all time. There you go. The Wizards have completed their second trade already, and their team is looking kind of heat, I'd say. They have a nice mix of age but experience as well with Bradley and Spencer. Kind of slowly getting the pieces around Bradley. You got shooters in Kevin and Lauri Markkanen. You have a fan favorite in Taco Fall. Just to have Taco Fall there, it's pretty beautiful. Taco Fall is just chilling on the Washington Wizards. He's probably about as tall as the Washington Monument. The Wizards really choose to put more emphasis on their contention role as a team right now, and they are shopping and throwing away Kyle Kuzma, Denny Advija, Corey Kispert, and a second-round pick for Nurkic, Rocco, and Greg Brown. These two kind of they got added due to salary caps, but Rocco and Nurkic joined the Warriors on one-year deals. They expire after this year, so they're going to have a lot of contracts they're going to have to re-sign. Might be a little bit issue come free agency, giving away their future for what looks to be just a one-year run at the championship. It's going to be really hard to bring back two players, because if the Wizards, don't contend this year, they could be in some big trouble in bringing back their guys. But with the additions of Lauri Markkanen and really having a solid group of big guys, they could be looking solid, but the absence of a point guard position for them is going to be a little bit of the struggle for the Wizards, because honestly, I don't think Dinwiddie can do it all himself, and Beal is going to be scoring a lot, so it's a little interesting. It's an interesting group of moves here for the Wizards. No backup point guard, a lot of bigs on the roster, and really looking to focus on the now instead of the future, as they only have 1 year of Bradley Beal left. Now, after the trade that the Hawks made over there with the Wizards, the Hawks are looking to move Danilo Gallinari and Lou Williams off their paycheck. They're both getting bags, alright? $20 million for 2 more years by Danilo Gallinari. Wow, I cannot say his name. I'm butchering his name. It's all good. But he's 33 years old. Lou Will is 34, only making $5 million a year, kind of a smaller contract, but Gallinari is making a big bag. Gonna be hard to move him, but both those guys are on the block currently for the Hawks. Another team and another meme player is getting traded. That's right, Alex Caruso is heading to Utah with his fellow Mormons in exchange for Royce O'Neal and Eric Paschal. Royce O'Neal is just kind of a filler to make salaries match along with Matt Thomas here. The original deal was Caruso for Eric, but you got to make salaries match. So there you go. Royce and Matt Thomas are there. The Bulls get more depth. Crazy to say that they can do that, but they got more depth, and the Jazz get much needed backup guards for their squad. Kind of a very fair trade for both teams, I personally think. Plus, like I said, you get Caruso, you get Taco Fall, you get Thon Maker, one of those guys on your team. It's an instant W. The Warriors continue to get busy as they land another deal here, sending Andrew Wiggins and a 2023 first-round pick over to the Charlotte Hornets for Gordon Hayward. And I don't know about you, but this spells some trouble for both the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference. I think this is a very fair trade. It gives the Hornets some more youth and another pick. Kind of builds more towards their future, and all their players can grow together for a strong playoff contention either this year, next year, or the year after. They're looking really solid for now and the future. But then Golden State adds another shooter, another scorer, and a nice all-around veteran to the squad in Gordon Hayward. He's flipped from the Celtics to Hornets to now the Warriors. So hopefully he can find a good and solid new home over there in Golden State. But an all-around good trade that I feel like helps both teams very, very well. Now, as we head towards the trading blocks of teams who haven't made any moves yet, but still are looking to make moves to their squad, we're heading over to the Houston Rockets. Houston, we have a problem, as John Wall, Eric Gordon, and Daniel Tice are all on the trading block, much like real life. John Wall wants out of Houston, and then Eric Gordon, he's been there way too long. He just needs to get out of there. And also Daniel Tice. Jalen Green, completely untouchable. No way you're getting your hands on him unless you offer something crazy. And right now, the Rockets are willing to add the 2022 Nets pick and the 2023 Nets swap. Currently looking for a 2 to add to the squad. They're going to run a little mixture of Jalen Green, Kevin Porter Jr., all in the starting lineup. So a 2 is kind of what they're needing here. If you're looking to get John Wall or Eric Gordon or Daniel Tice, look to be adding a shooting guard in your offer for the Houston Rockets. Be warned, though, John Wall is making a bag, and he's going to be very hard to pick up and hard to move because of that massive contract. Now we head over to the Los Angeles Lakers, who are kind of looking to move Russell Westbrook. They want to upgrade at point guard, which is going to be pretty hard. I mean, how do you upgrade from a guy who averaged a triple-double? I don't know, but Russell Westbrook is looking to get moved. He's willing to add a bunch to the trade to get an elite point guard. So who knows? I don't see Westbrook being able to get moved by the end of the season, but that's the hopes for this Lakers GM in moving Russell Westbrook off the Lakers and getting a little bit of an upgrade at point guard. Although I don't think this team needs any upgrades, but you know how it is. You just want to make sure you're guaranteed to win the championship around here. Now, over in Portland, there has been some moves made, but another move they're adding is adding Nico Maninian to the squad for 3 years, $5 million. This man is young. He still has plenty of time to grow. I thought he was going to be insane, and then he decided to go over to Italy and get a stomach bug and be super, super sick. So, Nico Maninian still has a lot of hope in this league if he can stay healthy and return back to the form he was way before he left the NBA. Did have a 1-year stint with the Warriors his rookie year. Wasn't anything amazing or impressive, but still a solid prospect and nevertheless a good addition to the Portland Trailblazers. Here we go, the first game of the series of the season. Clippers, Warriors in action. Paul George with a tough finish right there. Now, both these teams have made quite a lot of moves. Otto Porter, as you can see, has gone from the Warriors to the Clippers. Terrence Ross shooting that three is now on the Warriors as well. Terrence Mann is still here. Otto Porter with the nice slam. Batum's still there. Draymond Green and Wendell Carter. Oh my, that fader is dirty. Oh my God! Holy shit! That poster was crazy! Yeah, that poster was crazy. Current commentary, Little Codeine. Yeah, I recorded that like forever ago. Didn't realize my mic was on. That's a genuine reaction to that crazy ass poster. Klay Thompson, all the Warriors shooting for threes. You know who can also shoot threes? Paul George. Man, Paul George was a demon this entire game. Klay Thompson doing Klay Thompson things, shooting. Gordon Hayward also, as you can see right there, is on the Warriors now. Didn't do a lot this game. Kind of a rough, I'd say a rough debut for him, as Paul George is your player of the game, knocking down shots, hitting crazy posters, finishing down in the lane very well. I mean, he was doing it all tonight, and he is the main reasons why this Clippers team is up so well. I mean, Kawhi had a really rough night, didn't play well at all. 20 seconds left, the Warriors down 7. They're looking to kind of throw up a prayer and hope they can get back into this game, but Moses Moody, the rookie, takes a bad shot, and Paul George will dribble out the clock to give the Clippers their first win of the season. Steph Curry, 26-2-7. Good game for him. Klay Thompson with 21 as well. The Splash Brothers do combined for a good amount of points. Terrence Ross had 8. Gordon Hayward only had 4. Kennard had a not so great night either, but Paul George 35-6. Marcus Morris Sr. with 12. Wendell Carter Jr. with 9 and 9. Batum with 8 and 2. Kawhi Leonard also had a rough night, but a good start to the start of the season. Now it is time for the second primetime game of the episode. The Atlanta Hawks are taking on the Washington Wizards. Nurkic, Rocco, newest members of the Wizards. Kuzma's been moved. A lot of moves. It'll be interesting to see how both of these teams' adjustments and new roster moves play out for them and see how it helps them in the long run and in this game. You see right there the front court of the Atlanta Hawks chopping it up, getting ready before the game here against the Wizards. An Eastern Conference matchup. The Washington Wizards currently the 4th seeded team in the East, with Atlanta struggling to start the series and the season, only in the 10th slot. At least they're not number 15. You know, they're the 10th worst team in the East, but I'm sure they'll pick it up eventually. Now these two teams have been involved in trades, as Herter was traded for Daniel Gafford earlier in the season, and Bradley Beal with the steal. Can he go all the way? Nope. Blocked, rejected, whatever you want to call it. John Collins taking that ball and pinning it up against the glass to reject Bradley Beal from scoring some easy buckets here. Don't worry though, Robert Covington getting some justice with a big old dunk, falling to his feet. He put a little too much oomph on it, as Kevin Herter nails the 3 to put the Washington Wizards up 9. But now we're here in the second quarter. Big oop, 3-point lead still by Washington. Atlanta slowly climbing back as Bradley Beal climbs the ladder and dunks. Nurkic though, a couple seconds left. Can he hit the fader? Yes sir, he does, over Bogdanovich there. And Washington, a little bit of a struggle. Atlanta with the lead, big 3, and now a huge oop to Daniel Gafford. Happy Halloween, folks. It is time for some NBA action. You see Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, they're here, they're in the arena. We are in Charlotte at the Spectrum Center. Dame Dallas, CJ McCollum here to take on LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, and Andrew Wiggins, who was just recently acquired by the Warriors. A nice little Hayward, Andrew Wiggins swamp. Chauncey Billups just, joining the Trailblazers here, just getting their coaching, job underway here, and it's a big-time game here as Damian Lillard has something to prove. This almost feels like the last dance. If they can't win with Lillard now, can they win with Lillard ever? Will it be time for him to go? As Larry Nance starts it off with a big dunk there. Dame Dollar once again wide open for three. He was splashing them all out, all over the place tonight. Now LaMelo Ball, look at the fancy pass, give it to Wiggins for three, matching that shot by Dame Dollar. He comes right back, hits another three. They're firing from range on all cylinders right now. PJ Washington posting up. Anthony Simons gets the spin, the dunk for the easy two. Wiggins finding LaMelo Ball for that three as well. And now LaMelo Ball with another three, shooting lights out. Now the Hornets have slowly came back. We're at a close one here in Charlotte in the Spectrum Center. LaMelo Ball, Andrew Wiggins both respectively leading the squad very, very well. Here's PJ Washington going for the putback, can't score over Zeller. 123-119, less than a minute to go here on Halloween. We've seen some scary, impressive performances here. Lillard has been shooting lights out as Lillard usually does. Wiggins is close to damn near 40. All kinds of things nobody expected coming into this game, but Wiggins, once he's been freed from the shackles of Golden State, he is almost looking like a superstar here in Charlotte, now teamed up with LaMelo Ball. No way. No way. Player of the game is going to go ahead and go to Cody Zeller. I don't know why they didn't show any plays, but I guess he got it. The two players leading their respective squads right now are Kyle Kuzma and Andrew Wiggins. So if this isn't the strangest game I've ever seen, then I don't know what is. Andrew Wiggins is absolutely hooping as he gets a charge foul there on Larry Nance. Larry Nance coming up very, very clutch there. I mean, if Wiggins would have got that basket, would have put them within three, around 40 seconds left to go on the clock. I mean, they could have amounted that final couple seconds they need as Wiggins double-teaming CJ McCollum. CJ half-court pass to Cody Zeller with the biggest bald spot I've ever seen. Great defense by the Hornets. Wiggins, the superstar of this game, 35 points, gets the rebound. PJ Washington wide open in the post, and it falls in the most toilet bowl looking shot ever. 125-121, 23 seconds left to go. This game is about wrapped up as LaMelo Ball fouls the superstar Damian Lillard, and I will see you guys with the box score at the end of this game. In a close game in Portland, Andrew Wiggins drops 35 points with his new squad. LaMelo Ball, continuing off of a successful rookie year last year, drops 29, 6, and 11 here. PJ Washington as well, helping out the squad, 21 points for him. James Bouknight with 12, Kelly Oubre with 10, Mason Plumlee with 7 and 11. Rozier had a very, very struggleful night, did not play well at all. And over on the Portland side, Damian Lillard, 29 points. Kyle Kuzma with 28. Zeller with a double-double, 19-16. Norman Powell and CJ McCollum both in a very low score, but 14 and 12 isn't awful. Larry Nance had 9 and 8. Overall, great game. And Nico Maninian, 4 and 4. A little bit of a rough start here, but he did just get signed, and he is coming off of a stomach bug. So, don't really blame him. Denny Avija, though, 0 for 4. Kind of a rough game for 18 minutes there. But Dame Dalla and Kyle Kuzma leading their respective squads is something I don't think I'd ever see. Now, as we close out on episode 2 at the end of Halloween, let's go ahead and look over at the league standings. Milwaukee, no surprise, leading the Eastern Conference as 5-1. 76ers 5-1, Celtics 4-2, Knicks 4-2, Cavs though 4-3, Hornets 4-3. You got the Hawks 3-3, Wizards, Nets, Bulls, all 3-3 as well. 3-4 for the Raptors, and these guys are kind of bums. Detroit Pistons 1-4, unfortunately. Now over on the west side of things, shockingly, the Nuggets are 0-6. The Spurs are 1-5. Grizzlies also 1-5. Rockets 1-4. I mean, you could see all of that. Now, the Golden State Warriors just got Hayward there, 3-3. Lakers 4-2, championship favorites. But the Dallas Mavericks, currently on a 6-game win streak, playing a very, very great to the start of the year. And the Clippers, who've made a lot of moves, are 4-1, so they are also at a hot start of the year. Now, the Wizards, after making quite a bit of moves, are only at the 8th seed. I get it's only a weekend, but you gotta say that's a little bit of an issue. It's a team that's made a lot of moves. Maybe their chemistry isn't quite right yet, but it does spell some trouble almost, as if, you know, you should kind of have a better start to the season. We look at league leaders. Obviously, Giannis is in here with 35. I mean, he's just having an MVP season. But followed by that is Zach LaVine, Luka, Bradley Beal, and Jaylen Brown for points. And then Embiid and LeBron are there as well. If we head over to rebounds, Giannis, Zeller, Vucevic, Capella, Allen. Go over to assists, Jokic, James Harden, Ben Simmons, Chris Paul, De'Aaron Fox. We go over to steals, Marcus Smart, Ben Simmons, Drew Holiday, Mike Conley, LeBron. Blocks is Bam, Capella, Ayton, Durant, and Brook Lopez. And if we look at the best shooting players in the league right now, it's obviously the big men, Dwight Howard, Robert Williams, Zubac, Harrell, and Zion. And then the best three-point shooter right now, we're going to ignore Royce O'Neal because he's only taken a couple shots. CJ McCollum is currently the best shooting three guy. I mean, these guys are too, but go CJ McCollum. And I don't believe we've had any triple-double. We've had a couple triple-doublers. Never mind. Sabonis with 3 already to start the year in the few games he's played. In 7 games, he has 3 triple-doubles. That's great for him. Vucevic with 1, Jokic, Harden, Giannis, Embiid, all with triple-doubles as well. As of right now, the league leader in points so far scored this season in a single game is Zach LaVine. Same with the field goal made record. Beal has the most attempted. LaVine has made 11 three-pointers this season. Tyrese Haliburton attempted 17. Giannis went 24 for 16 one day. That's kind of crazy. 20 rebounds for Giannis as well. Let's see who else is up there. Damn, Giannis is really having a rookie, or not a rookie season, MVP season. 15 rebounds, assists. I mean, this guy's going crazy. Steals is Daniel Gafford, and then blocks is Giannis, and then minutes played is Jaylen Brown. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 2 of the KBA. Let me know what you guys think. Who's the winners and losers of episode 2? Not actually winners and losers. Like, obviously, we get the Trailblazers won. I mean, in trades, signings, and moves. All that kind of stuff. Make sure you guys like up, sub up, all that good stuff. As always, been your boy, Lil Codeine. Peace out.
I'm the bee's knees, these hoes, yeah, they just love me. Flow so cold, but my nose straight runny. Got a lot of bros, so don't act funny. Shooting off shots, gun hopping like a bunny. Run up on me, you a motherfucking dummy. You know I do these